Welcome back to technically the same episode of Minecraft. My recording software crashed. This would be a good point to mention that helping the channel includes supporting me monetarily through my Patreon, as well as supporting me non-monetarily through the like system of YouTube, utilizing the YouTube algorithm, which supports me promotionally. So you may notice that I have marked out a rather sizable area for each of these pens. These pens are in fact currently inescapable for these guys. As you can see, I'm clearly trying to escape, yet I am not able. So these pens are in fact properly built. However, they're not fully built. They don't have a roof, they don't have walls, they don't have any proper entrance. On top of that, in addition to all of those issues, you may have noticed that I did a little bit of touching up around the base. This is not the map from over here. This is a separate map. This is so that you are able to do a side-by-side comparison of the two areas, where on the left we have the current form of the map before us, yet on the right we have how it looked beforehand. So you are able to see that there is in fact a lot of progress made on that mountain. It's not as noticeable. On top of that, what is... Oh, it's that. Okay. I was seeing this and I'm like, what is that? Because I etched out around the water source here, so I could see clearly down into the water when I am up here. I wonder, does this inflict damage, or does this just... No. Okay, no, it doesn't inflict damage. So you may have noticed that I have a lot of pumpkins laying about here. The reason for that is specifically because these are chunk borders. So there is a chunk border here. Where the pumpkins are. Now you can kind of see it a little bit better. Imagine this pillar isn't here. Matter of fact, I can actually help you with that. Now you can actually see the chunk border. Because if I remove this block, it becomes quite obvious what we're staring at. Yeah, quite obvious. Because of the chunk borders, I had to mark out quite a sizable area of terrain. I had to map out where I wanted everything. I had to find out where to place these blocks for the marking of the chunks, because I want to keep track of where the chunks actually are in order to properly utilize them for my construction. So this is this chunk, this is this chunk. You You can actually see where I marked out the other end of this chunk over there. Let's see. If I run roughly 255, and then okay, so that's lined up properly that way, that's lined up properly this way. So now I can go ahead, mark out the remainder of this corner, because this is yet another chunk boundary. There. Now I have that. I am actually thinking I might just want the 4 square, not the full plus sign, simply for the sake of conservation of resources. As I am using smooth stone for this, I do not want to have my smooth stone get all used up. I only have 2 stacks of smooth stone left, including the stuff I had on me when I started recording. As you can see, there's 1 stack right there, 1 stack right there. I have used up some of the second of those stacks that I just pointed at in order to mark out these sections. However, I'm thinking I want to reclaim some of this material that is just all over the place. This will allow me to allow my resources to actually build up or accrue interest if you're using financial terms. The furnace down in the mine, the double furnace that is smelting cobblestone into normal stone and then normal stone into smooth stone, has been working quite heavily to ensure that I will have some form of supply for this demand. Supply and demand, very, very vital in any economy. Some people don't really understand how economics works. It's very simple. It's just supply and demand. Right. And then I even went so far as to mark out where some of these where some of these chunks actually intersect inside the mountain. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, there's obviously a few chunk borders running through this farmland. Obviously. However, the important ones that I'm interested in, yeah, this was where I ran out of the previous amounts of smooth stone. Obviously. Very obviously. So there is that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, where else do we need to excavate? Did I just hear a zombie? Let me turn my volume up. Huh. Nope, guess not. So, we have ourselves an interesting little dilemma, which I plan to fix very quickly. However, first I need to finish marking out where all of these chunk borders are. I know these are chunk borders because I went and loaded the texture pack for the chunk border visualization, and then marked it out, and then removed it from the texture packs that I'm using, because I don't play with that enabled, since that specific texture pack actually conflicts with the spawning area visualization texture pack, the danger zone as it were. My autosave is running at the moment. On top of that, I'm trying to navigate my way to the bed. Oops. Well, that wasn't very important. Oh wow, all those chickens already cooked. Okay. That means there is a bunch of feathers in here. Okay, I suppose that works. Now I get to reclaim more of these lanterns. Yeah, you can see these two are marking out a chunk border, but as you can clearly see, the chunk border is quite obviously right alongside that kelp. Meaning all of the redstone is fine. However, that cobblestone is sitting on the chunk border, which means the hoppers are sitting on a chunk border, I think. No, that's not quite right. That was the visualization for the front, because I couldn't do the visualization for the back. That's what it was. Okay. Sorry about that. I wanted to double check. Good thing I did, because otherwise I would have been wrong. Okay. Then I want to go over here. This section is a little bit more difficult because, as you can see, kind of hanging off a cliff. Therefore, the solution to this equation is very simple. If everything's hanging off a cliff, then you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. However, you can throw it in the water. If it's a skeleton horse, it'll just sink. Which is kind of awesome, because that means you can ride a skeleton horse underwater, which is kind of awesome. I plan to actually utilize that feature in order to quickly traverse the ocean biomes. Now, that is something I have been noticing. I keep getting cave sound effects when I am clearly not in a cave. Like, am I in a cave? Was I potentially in a cave over there? You know, I was right over there. I was right there. Does that area look like it's in a cave? I'm gonna say no. So mayhaps the developers, Mojang AB, I believe, maybe. Anyways, the developers need to look into that situation, on top of the developers needing to look into the whole minecarts are still disappearing situation, despite the fact that they said that that bug was patched. Complete with even Mr. Mumbo Jumbo of the Hermitcraft server actually saying out loud, Mojang said that bug was patched. It's on one of his videos, episode 97, 98 of one of his Hermitcraft seasons. A fairly recent season. I think it was season 6. Might have been season 7. It's not the current season. I know that. But that means that Mojang needs to fix their shit, because clearly they're messing up. Clearly they're doing something wrong. Okay, that's properly taken care of. Meaning I want these 4. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, that's a chunk border. That's a chunk border. And that's my farm. There's also a chunk border running right through the middle here at some point. Let's see. Yeah, right about here. So that is a chunk border right in the middle of the farm. No biggie. Just, you know, runs right through the field. It's fine, probably. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know. It's just I'm using satire to lighten the mood. While I sigh disappointedly in my own abilities to recognize where chunk borders are in this game, because I totally could have mapped that out earlier. I just didn't. That's my bad. It's my fault. I should have been better. However, it's not really any use beating myself up over it, because there is more to life than just boring old work, boring old news, boring old stuff. I don't know. Whatever other boring things you can think of. Yes, here we go. See, I knew that if I had mapped out enough chunk borders, I would have the design well enough put together that I could actually go through mapping out the rest of the chunk borders. So you just saw me line up these chunk borders with each other so that I could map them out. That being said, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. So that means what? These four? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay, well, I suppose I need to find myself some stairs. Actually, you know what? Ow! Okay, that is very painful. I am wearing diamond helmet with thorns on it. That guy just hit me for a lot of damage. Fortunately, I wasn't submerged at the time, because if I was, it would have been a lot more damage. I shoot before he gets another lucky shot off. Yeah, like that. Ooh, barely. Okay, well, that was painful. Did I collect the arrows? I collected something just now. Another arrow. Yes, lovely experience. How's my helmet durability looking? Decent. Mostly good, actually. The body piece, however, not so much. That enchanted body piece has seen better days. Ooh, I need your experience. Thank you for your generous contribution. Okay, where was I now? Something, 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 chunk borders. Okay. Right. It's nighttime, so we need to head towards the base, grab ourselves a nice cozy bed, curl up, cuddle up under the covers, enjoy snuggling up with the pillow, or whatever else we may snuggle up with. I ain't biased on that. No, I ain't gonna judge. Some people use body pillows, some people use just a regular pillow, some people don't even cuddle. I just realized what that torch was lighting. There is a single spawnable space in here. There. Much better. I seriously have no idea why the lag is so intense. It should not be this serious. You know what? I think I actually need to set the game to peaceful for just a moment. Run around in my base a little bit. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I'd lose those skeleton horses. Darn. Well, good thing I realized that now, before I did it. Unfortunately, that means I'm just gonna have to figure out what's causing the lag. Perhaps kill whatever's causing it. I don't know. It's just a matter of figuring it all out, mapping out the cause. Seriously? Well, at least I got a way back up now. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the various aspects of the chunk borders is congealing nicely as we extrapolate the location thereof. Oh, I switched to my pickaxe thinking axe, and it's like, no, doesn't quite work like that. Nice try, though. Nice try. Good hustle. However, I did notice, thanks to the useful properties of this map, that I am missing this chunk border marker. Right here. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. However, I would like to point out I utilized a lot of my smooth stone performing that process. Therefore, I am making sure there we go. I am making sure. Oh, a wild llama has appeared. Okay. I was worried for a moment. I'm like, I don't hear the minecart. Our pumpkin reserves are actually quite sizable now. we are doing very nicely on the pumpkins. Which means, since we are performing so nicely on those pumpkins, we are very well equipped to handle any lighting situations which we may need to face. Or face off against, I should say. Okay. Now, this means that there is this means that there is a decent path straight through the middle, right here. However, I want to leave that actually blocked off for the moment, as I have not yet installed anything else. For example, I've not installed any windows, I've not installed any fence gates. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of mapping out where I want everything. Currently, I'm working on connecting these two pens together, because these horses are, for the most part, the same. So, because of that, I want to make sure that the horses will not have any issues as I ride them around. I feel very sleepy in real life. I believe I will end my recording here. I shall have my recording software stop recording so that this video can go on as episode 1 of 4 for the 9th, I believe. Yeah, this is my this is my smooth stone chest. As you can see, it is empty. I do need to have a lot of my materials crafted. I need to actually gather up a bunch of resources. I have not utilized this furnace and this barrel and the hopper down there yet, simply by virtue of I need to actually have more fuel, which means I don't want to be down here. I actually want, well, I do want to have some smooth stone. How much kelp is in here? 5. Do I have any coal? I do not. I turned it all into torches. Well, in that case, I shall make use of what they say is a ancient Chinese secret. By which I mean, I am crafting a bunch of stuff. Specifically, I am crafting a oh yeah, that looks much nicer. I am crafting a piece of coal out of charcoal, or no, out of a block of coal. That's what it is. The reason for that is specifically because I wanted to smelt 8 items first before I started smelting kelp. Otherwise, the kelp would start kind of getting in the way. There. Now it should run until it, well, runs out. I shall put that in there. Should I put that there? I did manage to gather enough experience to create this duplicate shovel. However, the pickaxe. See, I am very sleepy. I did manage to make this duplicate pickaxe. However, the subscribe pickaxe is far too damaged for me to consider using. I also made half a stack of books before I remembered that picture frames, item frames, were a thing. So I'm going to actually put up a map. Where should I put this? Ah, right. I was going to put the map right here. Now I remember. So I will actually create that right now. I wanted to create a 3x3 which I could utilize to create a map on the wall. I have the leather on me. What else did I need? I needed sticks. I have sticks. Oh, just a lot of sticks. Okay. Well, I need more than I currently have, because I need 9 item frames. Yeah, here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, I can put these item frames up here. That will allow me to make use of maps such as this one. Which, as you can see, is quite detailed. I could theoretically grab that map and let me see, can I grab this map over here? Do I cross the river? Do I reach the river? I don't think I reached the river. Did this one reach the river? I don't remember. It does reach the river. Okay, so I need to dig a little bit more that way. However, I shall call this episode here because I need to sleep. However, first I'm going to go up here. I shall create a safe room for myself alongside the kelp farm, so I can just AFK while the kelp grows. Should keep me relatively safe. I'll just build it out of lanterns, or probably lanterns. Yeah. Actually, I think I shall build my AFK room right here on the chunk border, utilizing the smooth stone in my inventory. I am aware I will need to follow up by tearing this all down with a pickaxe. However, I don't really care. I'm really sleepy. I'm just making a little 1x1 room. I will make sure Actually, I guess I'm making a 1x2 room. That way I can make sure that I have a light source in here with me. Because this lantern is actually a light source, this pumpkin down here. So, goodbye for now. This is Blue Nexus Gaming, taking a momentary break from recording because I need to actually get some regular sleep in real life. However, I also need to make sure that my kelp continues to grow, which means I need to just kind of sleep with my Minecraft game running, which is why I built this lovely room. It's got solid walls all around. It's built on a chunk border, so I can't accidentally have mobs like phase through the wall or anything. Yeah. Stay safe. I shall record more when I wake up.